But up next, it's the debut of 19-year-old Xia Brookside here in Defy. She's the daughter of British mat technician Xia Brookside, and also set to compete in WWE's Mae Young Classic. And so is her opponent, Nicole, who's been less than welcoming to some of the young up-and-comers as of late. You think back to Nicole's recent match with Holly Lane here on Defy now. It's Brookside and Matthews. That matchup is next.
I guess now, all those years of writing Randy Ryan's in my book, Mrs. Randy Ryan's in my book, came true. Your next match is scheduled for your damn Skippy, your referee for the match, Benjamin Roberts. First, coming to the ring from Vancouver, British Columbia. Ladies and gentlemen, the one-woman Bryant, Nicole Matthews.
A much different Nicole Matthews here in the last couple of months, claiming that the entire women's revolution started with her. And in her words, the Nicole Matthews revolution in the Pacific Northwest. She's got a bit of a point. We've illustrated that in the past.
Who are the idiots who threw these streamers today?
Nicole feels like she's owed something because of the time that she's put in.
Coming all the way from across the pond, from Liverpool, England, Xia Brookside.
And if Nicole's recent matchup, I mentioned Holly Lane earlier, and a recent match here in Defy now against Rebel Kell, if those are any indication, Xia Brookside's got a tough test for herself in her Defy debut. The 19-year-old from the United Kingdom, and the daughter of famed British mat technician Xia Brookside, who is, in my opinion, perhaps one of the most underrated trainers in professional wrestling, and one of the most underrated coaches in WWE right now. I mean, this young lady has learned from one of the best and has been around professional wrestling her entire life. Well, at 19 years old, Robbie told me that as a young girl, he used to pick her up from school, and they would drive to shows together. She'd cheer on Robbie and then get in the car and fall fast asleep. They'd get home, and it was right up to bed. Up first thing for school, and then on to the next show later that day. She'd do her homework either in the car or in the dressing room. Robbie didn't want her to come into the business, and she went through tremendous lengths to get into the business on her own and learn on her own. Robbie, no doubt, explaining to his daughter what an unforgiving business professional wrestling can be. So a tough test here against the veteran Nicole Matthews, who does have her opportunity in the WWE Mae Young Classic coming up. So a chance for her to back up what she's been complaining about here the past couple of months, that she's been overlooked. Xia in the tournament as well. Nicole Matthews, of course, a staple in the Pacific Northwest. Former two-time Shimmer Tag Team Champion with Portia Perez, the Canadian Ninjas, and had quite the career in Shimmer, in Chicago. Go back 10 years when women's wrestling, at least on the national level, was still looked at as a novelty. Nicole was wrestling competitive matches. And Xia Brookside with a good showing here early on. Nicole with the reversal. She made that look easy. Brookside with the headstand and counters into a side headlock. And Matthews quickly able to transition. Xia listed all of 5'3", 110 pounds. Has competed in the UK and Japan and now here in the US. Has held championships in the United Kingdom. As far as in-ring competition goes, about a year and a half, 2 years or so. No doubt has studied her dad, Robbie Brookside. Now you can tell by the style with this technical-based approach. Matthews rolling to the outside is calling for time. And if I know Nicole Matthews, she's simply trying to draw Xia to the outside and see if she falls for it. This is all part of Nicole's strategy. She wants to slow things down and make sure that she's controlling the pace of this battle. Nah, come on. No. Trying to humiliate Brookside, and Xia taking advantage. Look at this bridge by Nicole. Xia forcing her down to the mat. Nicole back up. Tremendous core strength by Brookside. One count there. I don't think Xia is going to out-muscle Nicole. Again, tremendous core strength. Not a bridging headstand, but whoa! Look at this! Nicole is shocked. And Brookside able to counter. She gets a 2 count. Matthews with the left shoulder up this time. Brookside able to get the knee into the breadbasket. Bit of a stalemate in this one. Nice showing here for the youngster Brookside. You get the sense, though, that Matthews hasn't necessarily fired things up on all cylinders. Brookside with the ankle lock. Oh. Matthews in tremendous pain. Nicole able to counter. The lateral press only gets a quick count. Of course, Brookside not only learned from her dad, but the likes of Mr. William Regal. Oh, Johnny Saint, no doubt an influence. And Matthews here trying to ratchet up the intensity. Might have knocked out one of Xia's teeth. Oh! Diabolical smile on Nicole's face. Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Brookside able to get a leg up. Nice Hurricane Rana. Drop kick delivered, and now Brookside going to the ropes and miscalculated that time. Tremendous follow-away slam. Two count that time. Matthews using the ropes to her advantage. Uh-oh. Oh, no, no, no! Brookside able to counter. That might have just fired Nicole up. But no. Brookside with lots of fight. Ducks a clothesline. Whoa! Brookside picking up the pace. Running bulldog. Cover for the upset. See the way Brookside hooked the legs there? Not only with her arms, but with her legs as well. Hooking Matthews' legs. Missed with a kick that time. Went for a clothesline, and it's Matthews. Oh, enziguri by Brookside, and Matthews topples down. Cover. Nicole out of two. Really seeing the resurgence of British professional wrestling in the past couple of years. And didn't mention Dean Allmark or Robbie Dynamite, two of Xia's trainers as well over in the UK. Have certainly made a name for themselves in the resurgence of British pro wrestling. Oh man, Matthews. Uh-oh. Oh man, bridging suplex cover. Brookside out of two. Brookside with a fantastic showing in this one, her Defy debut, but it is Matthews now. Oh! Ramping things up even more. Xia has held her own, but it appears that Nicole now trying to shift into fifth gear and missed that time. Brookside with a kick to the back of the skull, fireman's carry. Double knees right to the face. Brookside for the win here in Portland. No! And after seeing this one, I'd be excited to see these two go at it in a WWE ring. at the Mae Young Classic. I'm not sure if they're scheduled to battle each other, but a fantastic showing here for Xia. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no! Vancouver maneuver! Nicole Matthews striking lightning quick.
The winner of the match, the one-woman riot, Nicole Matthews!
Pretty good description there from our ring announcer and host for the night, and a facetious handshake by Matthews at the end of that one. The one-woman riot, Nicole Matthews, gets the victory here tonight in Portland, but still to come, our main event is up next. Could be the last time we see Matt Riddle here in Seattle for Defy. He is supposedly on his way to WWE. Matt Sydal, meanwhile, one of the top high flyers of the last 10 to 15 years. He has adopted a bit more of a mat-based approach. Can't wait for this one. Instant classic on the way. It's Riddle and Sydal next.